and directors, award winners, and the representatives from various NGOs and social enterprises. A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for having me here. So it's a very important question that all of us need to answer, is that we're all called a civilization, or we're called human beings for a reason. I read somewhere recently that what is the turning point where the animal man turned into a human man. So it was widely circulated in the internet that if we were in the wild and if we didn't care for each other, then it would have been a different case. But the day an injured, fractured human being could survive in a cave is that point when the humane behavior or the humanity came into being. Like if it was only the wild, then they would have left that person to fend for himself or herself. So this concept of they belong to us and we need to take care of each other. We all might have some problems at some point of time. I think is something we all should ponder about. So we have gone a long way from that, and we do care for each other. We do have systems in place. We have governments in place to take care of many things that we individually cannot. But is that enough, or should we go further than that? I had this program called Prajavani for the government. So this is a place where people and citizens from all across the state can come and approach and tell us that we have this problem, we are in distress, please help us. So the distress might be something that you can solve within the framework of the government. And there are some problems which are outside the framework of the government. So, government works under certain rules, certain laws, certain directions. So it's not very easy for us to work outside that framework. But in Prajavani, we can't say a no, because the citizens come to government and they see that if they are not helped in any other forum, we are the last resort. So what to do about it? And then I was very troubled when certain things have certain norms. For example, if someone is in medical distress, the government has a very nice program called Arogyashri. So under the Arogyashri, the corporate hospitals are enlisted, they register. So if you're a person who is below the poverty line, you can approach the corporate hospitals and the government would pay for that, but it has a restriction that is only up to 10 lakhs. So what if a patient has some disease that is costing more than 10 lakhs? So then we were thinking what to do about it. So we had a meeting, and Archana was very kind to help us out with it. She led it, and we brought all the NGOs and the foundations which were working together for the medical sector together. So we just sat in a meeting hall and we said, see, all of you individually are working for the cause of medical surgeries or some intervention. For example, Sir was mentioning about Satya Sai Foundation, and they do a lot of good work. So Sparsh Hospice also does a lot of great work in palliative care. But all of us are again some silos. So when we sat together in that meeting hall and representatives from all the important foundations came together, they all agreed for one thing. So I said, see, if there's something that is beyond the government or it cannot be solved immediately, can you help? They all said, of course. And then we had, that good team in place. So thankfully I didn't have to reach out many times to that forum. We could take care of many problems, but when I did reach out, each one of them did respond very nicely. So it's just, I think, bringing people together and understanding that we all work together for the similar cause. And what's nice about social enterprises and NGOs, at least I hope that there is no competition amongst you. Because it's like, it's not like Pepsi and Coke. Yesterday I had a very strange conversation. So someone from one of these companies called me, I wouldn't mention who. So they said, we are ready to support you if you don't have the other company's beverages with you. So but in social enterprise it's not like that at all. So the more you do, and even if you do to your limit, it's not enough. So what I would like to emphasize here is the government is always with you. We are ready to partner with you, and if you all come together and work towards solving many problems that is still there in the society, we still can do it together without the competition or anything else. And what I would like to say is, usually crowdfunding and sourcing funds from the society as such is still at a very nascent stage. The citizens are always very skeptical about whom they give the money to and so on. So I'm sure Crowdera has a very important role to play in this sector, and if this, what is most needed is the trust. If there is a trust and the verification process is clear, I'm sure many people are ready to come together and give and take things forward. So I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to come together and work towards various problems. There's so many issues which are yet to be solved, yet to be cracked, and they mentioned about social stock exchange. So the ideas are yet to come and solve many issues. For example, I'd also like to tell about one other opportunity, and the organization that I also head is Society for Elimination for Rural Poverty. So SERP is also an idea which probably Mohammed Yunus thought about it long time ago. So I did read his book called The Banker to the Poor. So he was in the US, he had a very good economics degree, he was teaching economics there, and when Bangladesh actually got its independence, he wanted to come back. In 1970s, there was a lot of poverty in Bangladesh. He wanted to come back and serve his nation. So he was in the planning commission. He was very bored. He said, nothing happens here other than pushing files. I want to really go and give back to my society. And he went to Chittagong, and he went to the Chittagong University to teach. So what he really found out that there were grand economic theories being taught across the world. But what he found in a small village just next to his Chittagong University is that there was a lady called Sufia Begum who was very hardworking, and she was making bamboo baskets, but she could not get few rupees as a working capital, which was so costly. So that's where the idea of Grameen Bank started, and it went on to become a very big bank which caters to millions of women across the world. And now we have SERP, which Jayesh Ranjan sir also was PDDRD in this beautiful setup where a lot of IAS officers have applied their mind. Now can you imagine, I have 46 lakh women as members in SERP. We cater to bank linkage program, and every year our bank linkage to poor women is 20,000 crores, right? So it's an idea which started. Just imagine before 2000, a poor woman in rag clothes says, I want, let's say, 10,000 rupees, and goes before a bank and stands. Do you think any banker would have lent her 10,000 rupees? I'm sure it's an emphatic no. But right now, the same women, when they are collectivized and made into self-help groups, and now every self-help group is eligible for getting 20 lakh rupees. So each group consists of 10 women. So each poor lady can access a 2 lakh rupee loan without any collateral. And our repayment rate is 98%. So bankers fall and over our feet and come and say, please take our money, because they have no portfolio where there is a 98% repayment rate. So which means what? What did the RBI think? What did the bankers think earlier? They might have thought this is a very bad idea to give money to the poor women. But Muhammad Yunus proved it, and a lot of good IAS officers came together and they thought this works. And now so much of credit is getting pumped into the rural economy, which can lead to a lot of problem solving. It's not that all of this money goes to only livelihoods. It goes to consumption, it goes to health, education, whatever way, but at least it has replaced that shaukar who's charging them the usurious interest rate, and it's an idea which solves problems. So startups need not be only for making money, it can also solve wonderful problems, important problems like this, and yet make a huge impact in many people's lives. So I think a lot of you here are doing that, and more power to you. And if you have any bright ideas, or if you want some help from the government to, this probably, let's say that self-help groups had to be funded, then RBI had to relax certain laws or rules to do that, and someone in RBI did that. So we are here to help you do that, and we are here to tweak policies, we are here to help amend laws or make new laws to make a lot of social impact happen. So thank you for this opportunity, and I'm so glad that I could address all of you.
Folks who really believe in giving back to the community. My name is Archana Suresh. I lead CSR for the government of Telangana. The team is called TSIG, Telangana Social Impact Group. I report to Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, the Special Chief Secretary in the government. I've been working for about 20 years now. Essentially, I just thought I should give you all a small intro, because some of you all I know, but there are some other NGO representatives who probably have not got in touch with TSIG. What TSIG does is that we offer pro bono services. So not a rupee comes to the government, but we connect 800 plus corporates to 300 plus NGOs and about 40 government departments. And essentially everybody here, sitting here, knows that we need to do a lot in the districts. So we are taking, TSIG is taking a lot of corporates into the districts to show them ground reality, because seeing is believing. A lot of us here believe in rolling up our sleeves and getting to work, because you can't be sitting in air-conditioned boardrooms and conference halls and talk about the man on the street, because unless all of us here have worked in the field for very long, so we know what ground reality is. But the point I'm also trying to make is that on the TSIG website, there are some NGOs here who are requested to visit csr.telangana.gov.in. Just type TSIG on a browser and you'll get some details. If you send us your ATG 12A and CSR1 certificates, we will add you into this repository that has about 170 plus NGOs in Hyderabad itself. So a lot of corporates want to work with you all, but they don't know who to reach out to. And I think it's important for all the NGOs here. I've been told that about 20 of you all at least, who are 17 of you all who are getting recognized. Congratulations to everybody who's getting recognized. But I think it's important to get the word out, to let corporates know that you all are doing such good work. So please visit that website in case you want to be added into that repository. That way more people will know about you. In this fiscal year in 24-25, just through TSIG we raised about 18 crore rupees that went into a number of sectors. And of course we plan to take that number higher, because a lot more needs to be done, and I'm sure everyone will agree with that. So on that brief note, I will take your leave.